No, Anthony, I muted you once because you deserved it.
I know you added that little bit of
He did. Guaranteed.
I know you did. I know it was just the dots.
He sends it to guys and say, hey, he messaged them, hey, want to see my dick pic? And he sends you that. But don't be fooled. It's not that big. Don't be fooled.
I don't know.
No, it's 100% scale right there.
That's 100%. Movies.
Bye, Val.
Alanis Morissette at the movies.
Oh my God, Red.
Keep your hand jobs to yourself.
Down on him at the theater.
She left. Or they left. Both of them. All three of them.
Just sent me a playlist of Dylan's, which is fantastic.
A
playlist of his,
Ah.
which is really fantastic. So I'll be listening to that.
I don't know. His taste in music, I think I'd get like halfway through it and be like, I can't do this, Dylan.
Yeah, I told him to suck, but either way.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to remember.
Digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. No? Okay, fine.
Stuck on you.
Well, I'm not going to say.
They're resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. I'm just sitting alone, digging up bones.
What song are you singing?
I'm
Randy
digging up
Travis.
bones. I'm digging up bones. I know that song.
Wasn't that it? Didn't he like country? I thought he liked some country in there.
Watching out my front window and like dudes having some problems standing like fully straight. Whatever he's on, his knees are like Maisie.
That's a big gulp.
Like, and don't even think about getting on mom's bed. I just had to go and get a new comforter because of you. You're on Sofa City. I don't know if this guy's going to fall over or...
Pamela thought that was David drinking.
Wow. Pamela, be nice to me. Oh. Drink like Listen, I have this. It's a thing. So look it up. It's a thing when people can't handle other people chewing or drinking.
I have that. I have that too. I'll literally drag you across the table by your throat.
I was sitting at a Thanksgiving dinner one time. My brother-in-law is like 4 seats down, and he's eating, and I'm like, "Is that good?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "It sounds good." And he just kept slopping, and I could have put him in the turkey. It was.
Oh yeah, I can't handle that either.
So when I was in high school, I had this friend that she would get like a bag of all dressed chips and she would suck all the seasoning off before she actually ate the chips.
My IAI says Mama Lore's dress reveal.
It was literally Valen.
Wow.
Like, what the fuck are we doing here, AI?
Like,
yeah, you're falling off, man.
Does anybody know if there's a place where we could send flowers and such?
No. Listen, Dylan had a pretty hard personal life, and he didn't want a funeral. I don't think there's going to be a funeral because the family, I don't know that they'll be able to afford it.
What we're gonna do, Steph, is one, like I've reached out to the family and I know that they're reading my comments, so that's good. But what we're gonna do is on Sunday, we're gonna host a memorial live to celebration of life, and I believe we were talking about direct donations to the Humane Society in this area because he absolutely loved dogs. And maybe another direct donations to the actual cancer that he had, like he had a specific kind of cancer, right? And it was the same that Zach had. So if we can get that maybe set up, and then like anything to go towards his family or to help, like, because Blake might be getting the other dog or whatever the case is. So anything that we can do really just to help, but we don't want anybody to assume that we're trying to grift or anything like that, because that's not the case. So we're looking at more direct ways to make the payments, if our donations, if that's the case. And then we're going to host live, and we were talking about we're all going to go and get a fishing lure in honor of Dylan, because we were planning on a fishing trip for him, because that's one of the things he really wanted to do. Even just up to a few weeks ago, we were talking about it. And yeah, that seems to be what the plan's going to be. But we don't want to like have any like fundraisers or anything like that, because clearly people will make a show
not
out of
via
that.
this app, like not on this app, because you know what people are like.
So if we do direct links, then it's going directly to the organizations or the things that he would have supported in life, or like liked and loved in life. You were saying
I think
stuff.
at this point right now, it's like we don't really know a lot of the details. Like, obviously, Blake is not really close with his family, and I'm sure it's the family that will be getting his body, and whether or not it goes directly to get cremated. Someone mentioned that he did go with his mom apparently to a funeral home to talk about cremation and stuff. So whether or not there's actual service going through a funeral home, I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that is just so uncertain right now. We don't know. Or somebody in the family to see it. What's up?
Can go from there.
Yeah. Because like I said, he passed away on Sunday and it's already Tuesday. So, like a service could probably happen fast. Because, I mean, it's the illness and disease that he had. It's not like it's going to be long to release the body to the family, right? You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, I do. So sad. I'm concerned about what other people will think about if we tried to raise some money to help with his favorite charity, you know, that.
Yeah, that's why we're due. Like we said, like more of a direct, donate to a direct link, as opposed to like one person on here saying, well, okay, we're going to raise money, you know, and make sure the person or the charity gets that money. You know what I mean? Because, you know, people on here will be, oh yeah, they're grifting.
Petty.
That person's going to, yeah, exactly.
And trivial. Yep.
Like, Amy, why are you in here?
Why is she in here?
It's so disrespectful that you
I'm
would
not
sneak
even
in your
watching.
private account. It's so fucking disrespectful, Amy. Like, fuck off, please.
Amy?
Yeah,
Oh man, why is she here?
I don't know. She's talking under one of her Frenchie's accounts.
Yeah, just fuck off.
I'm totally like,
Fuck right off.
didn't see it.
Yeah,
Who are
me
we
either.
talking about? Who?
Amy.
She's a hatchkin.
If we are and if we do when we host a live on Sunday and people are gifting it and all of that stuff, whatever is raised by gifts, I will screenshot that picture and we will take those funds and I don't know, maybe buy like grocery cards and stuff like that for the family, or like a like.
No, I like the idea of letting people donate directly, because then that's the way it can't be.
No, I understand that,
manipulated.
but if people are gifting, if they're gifting, like, and I mean gifting like on here, they're sending like galaxies or whatever. That money is directly, it's going to either go to the care for his dogs, okay, because I know he would have wanted that, or directly to his family because he does have siblings.
Yeah, get the fuck out and don't come back.
Mm-hmm.
And for that person listening, Dylan personally asked me to ensure that if anybody who said anything nasty about him and he had not forgiven and were, wishing harm upon him while he was fighting his battle and wishing that and saying that he didn't have what he had and stuff like that, that, they're going to have to go through me and they're going to have to go through doses.
Red, I bless your heart. I don't know how they're going to forgive them. So I couldn't. If I said half the things that they had said, I'd be beating myself up. Those things would be replaying in my head and I'd feel like a piece of shit.
Yep. Well, I'm talking like if they continue with it, or if they want to start denying that they ever said it, or they want to start with gossip and they want to trash his name in any single way. In a couple of conversations that Dylan and I had, it was basically like unleash holy hell. Like those words that they said. Remember, everything is kept here on this app. Those words that were said will be replayed.
Yep.
And it won't be good. It won't be good. Because I can tell you right now, neither Dosis or I or anybody in this box is going to allow for that to happen.
Keep getting like this real plummeting feeling inside my stomach, like I'm going to throw up.
Yeah. Well, anyone who can attack somebody who's dying and attack somebody's cancer, I don't give a fuck about that person. I don't care.
No.
I don't care. I'm not at a point where, like, if you ever went after him for his cancer, please don't.
You said he was faking his cancer. If you said that he was grifting, if you were sharing his medical works, if you were saying that, like he recovered, but then but now he does have it back or whatever. Anything that you said in regards to that will be held against you.
I just don't think those are forgivable. I don't know, I'm stuttering here. I don't think it's forgivable to attack something like that. Like, oh, you're faking your cancer, or your GoFundMe is a grift, or like you don't
choke on your cancer medication and die.
Like it's just not that's just not forgivable shit.
No,
it isn't, and I don't know how those words would be replaying in their heads at this point, and I don't think it's going to stop. I really don't.
analyzing his monthly financials and saying that he has enough, he doesn't have to ask for help or that take people's help. Like, come on now.
Orange Jesus. So Dave says, hi, Mr. Trump.
No, he's been here before.
That's my buddy. He's a
That's
buddy
funny.
of mine.
It's not your buddy, David. He hates you.
He is my right-hand man, Orange Jesus.
Oh, Julius.
I keep smelling somebody cooking something, but I'm not doing it.
You
So
blaspheme against him.
I will if I want to. Maybe you smell burnt toast.
no,
Dr. Benfield, I smell burnt toast.
that's not good.
That's
If I
right.
smell burnt
We go
toast,
camping,
Don't
me,
burn
him,
it.
and Roger. So forever hopeful. You better be forever hopeful that you don't get on the bad side of me because I got a heavy pimp hand. Give it up.
Oh, I'm not scared. Did you see my paddle?
Whatever. You couldn't even catch 10 little tiny perch yesterday. Whatever.
when JD comes at you with the paddle and says she's taking out the trash, you need to learn what that really means.
Yes,
Whatever.
we can
She
something else.
legitimately lost to a guy that can't fish. So what's that tell you? Honest.
What? Oh,
Oh, wow, David.
don't be jealous. You weren't there. I get it. You don't have a boat. I'd be sad too.
I do have a boat actually, but let's not go there.
I seen that wheelbarrow boat.
The
Did you
wheelbarrow.
see that one? Did you see that?
He muted himself.
Yeah, because that's the one he has.
Yeah, that
Well-
one. Yeah, it's fancy. High class.
I finally closed a deal on this bad boy. Look
I
at
would definitely drive that. I don't care what you guys say. I would fucking rip up and down.
look at it. It's funny. And you know what it reminded me of? I have to say, it reminded me of Moto.
Yeah, me too.
Poor Moto.
Jenny, do you have like everybody blocked?
On that, no, not on this one. Probably not. This is my backup. This is Jenny too, because my other my main is still
Call
on,
safely.
is still on a
Oh,
ban.
no, I was just curious because it's, other than that one account, it's been relatively quiet, which
Yeah, no, I see the moderators are doing their thing. Listen, most times the moderators see the accounts before I do, and most times they even know what the accounts are, and I don't know what they are. So they
I
just
didn't catch Amy before she slid in. She must have been
Yeah.
greased up with Diddy oil, so I did not get a chance.
But why is she doing, like, but really, why? Why are you? Why?
She's a piece of shit. She's a piece.
But that's-
It's gossip to her. This
that's
this
it-
loss, the loss
how
of
do
her
you-
life, is gossip to her. It's fucking something she can take back to her fat little group chat and talk shit about.
fucking
Yeah.
20-year-olds who never will get to know. How fucking deranged do you have to be to make this about you? How boring and pathetic does your life have to be and small that you have to make this about you?
Yep. Because any other day we're blocked. Like I'm blocked, right? I'm blocked all the time, and then what? All of a sudden they get this little clip of news probably, and they see that we're all in here, obviously discussing something, and then boom, here they come.
Just fuck off. Like, just fuck off. Like, if there's ever a time to leave us the fuck alone, it'd be now. Fuck right off.
I was going to say that, Piss. She wants to see. They revel in seeing people at their weakest or some of their weakest. in
Oh,
tears.
guarantee.
This isn't weak. This is a matter of we
But it's
make
not
up.
weak. That's right.
We're
It's not
honoring
weak,
our
seriously.
friend. We are honoring our friend.
No, I didn't mean that in a bad way. I just
No, I know, David. I'm just saying we are honoring our friend, and these people have to make it about them. And it's just fuck off, get a life,
No,
go read a book, do something. Just fuck right off.
Amy, shut up, Roger.
I am
hey, mate.
so grateful for all the time that we got with him.
Yep.
I am grateful that I got to be here only a couple weeks ago when JD and Jenny were mothering him. And he was like, guys, I'm okay, I'm okay. And you could tell he loved it. You could tell that he loved it.
He did.
Yeah. That's what I said. All of us here on this app had such a big part in making Dylan's illness a little bit easier, maybe. I don't know, just by smiling and talking and having that conversation with them.
By treating him like a human being, not just like a sick person, but he was treated like a human being. He was,
But that's the thing, Red. They don't know how to treat people like human beings because they've never been treated right or treated anybody properly. You can tell. Look at, like, literally look at Samantha's life. I'm sorry, she's just hateful to everything. Even us, we were friends to her. We befriended her because she
Yep.
was messed and decided, oh, let's not pick on her. Let's go in and try to make peace. And she wrecked it. Wrecked it. It's pathetic.
The only thing they know and what's familiar to them is the misery that they put themselves into. Anything outside of that, they don't know.
That's right. And they love misery loves company. But anyway.
And that
Anyway,
they don't care
enough of
about.
that.
So.
the words
I don't know what's going to
that young-
happen.
the words that were said about that young man are some of the most disgusting things that I've heard on this app. The things that were said to him outright, the accusations, absolutely disgusting. You know, and now he's gone. So, if anything, those that are listening, now is the time to just shut your mouths. Just shut your mouths. Take
take
what
it
little
step
dignity that you have left in this situation and try with every single thing that you have to be respectful in this situation. It is not about you.
I'll take it one step further. If you said things about him and you didn't apologize, and now that he's gone, those things probably amounted to him to his end coming faster. I hope that comes back to you. I really do. I wish that for that energy comes right back to you and your family. I really hope so. Because stress can be the difference between somebody beating this disease and not.
And just for the record, it did impact him. Those words and those actions and the things that were done did impact him, because we would talk privately quite often, and he started to not be on the app as much because of it. He found it very stressful. He found it very hard to deal with. He was getting very tired, having to fight the cancer and then having to fight you guys and your nasty, nasty behavior.
I'm guessing Scotty Dylan passed away.
No, it's not so much that it's being trolled. It's how he was so with us that certain people told him to choke on his cancer meds. Certain
Yeah.
people said he was faking his cancer. I myself visited him in the hospital, and I can tell you, having walked through those fucking hospital halls that are hard for me to walk through, because my sister, I lost at a young age too. And I met Dylan, and we laughed. We went live when I met him, so we could prove it to you guys. Why did he have to prove anything?
Right?
He loved that visit so much. He really did.
We laughed and laughed about me pushing him down the ramp in the wheelchair, and so all we did was laugh. And I brought him all his favorite treats. And I hugged him, even though he wasn't a hugger, but he let me hug him. That kid was just, he touched my heart. I'm broken today. I'm broken. So I hope that, Samantha, don't fucking cry on this app anymore. I don't want to hear it. Cope. There's a card section for it, okay? Stop crying about your situation. Cope.
Not just her, Samantha, the rest of them. We all
Everybody,
know.
stress kills. Like, stress kills. And it's to everybody, but in particular, people fighting cancer and sicknesses. It's gross. Grow up.
And if you make the excuse, well, we only did what we did because he was being an asshole, like, imagine having to fight for your life and constantly being attacked in the one place that you have to find sanctuary. And he literally used TikTok as a way for social interaction because he was in the hospital 90% of the time,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And that was why he was on here. He needed friends.
Literally everything that he started doing was I gotta prove this. I've gotta show this. I've gotta. And what do you think that is? That doesn't just naturally come about. That becomes about because people are bullying him.
Yeah.
Sharing medical records.
I'll tell you guys this story. I had a friend. She was 28 when she passed away, and she was born with a rare bone disease called Fanconi anemia. And when she was getting really sick, she was a horrid bitch. I mean, like you couldn't make her happy. Everything was a complaint. Everything was a problem. But we didn't know just how hard her body was fighting for every breath, for every moment, you know? And when she passed, that's when the realization hit that, oh my God, all those times that she was just being, mean and nasty, it was because she was fighting for her life. And you get angry. You get really angry. And when you're fighting a disease, there's nobody to put that anger on. It's not like you get to be angry at God.
Well, even when he did go into remission, he was still undergoing treatment, and everybody was like, "But he's faking it." Yet
Yeah.
he was still undergoing treatment for his cancer.
I remember that.
He was still having to get blood transfusions. They would take his blood, they would send it to California. They would have to go through a whole processing, like scientific processing, send it back. He was still doing all of that. And then on top of it, okay, because of the damage that the cancer did, if he would have survived this, he would have had multiple surgeries, like hip replacement surgeries, knee replacement surgeries, all of that stuff, because the bone density that he had done so because of the cancer was so damaged.
Yeah.
Like, so this is what he was looking at. Before he had cancer, he was in the martial arts. He was just an average teenager doing his thing. He was fishing. He was out having a good time, you know? And then he developed this, and it was not just the first round. Like, he had to fight this, I believe it came back, I could be mistaken, 3 times, but
Yes, so it was the third time.
I believe it was the third time, yeah.
yeah, he fought hard. He fought very hard. And so when he came here and he would see people that he cared about getting hurt, or he had to prove something, yes, he could be. And I'd be the first to admit that Dylan could be an asshole at times and stubborn at times. But in no way, shape, or form did he deserve any of the stuff that was said to him or about him. When you are literally counting how much money he makes a month, that he should be able to afford food and he should be able to afford that, all because somebody put a GoFundMe up for him.
Yeah.
Are you like?
And then we all have to feel bad about giving. And oh man. Anyways, no, you're right. You're right.
Like, He literally should be not. He should not be dead right now. He should be starting his life, making plans for the future, stepping out in there, making mistakes, learning from those mistakes, making memories, laughing, doing everything that's just full of joy. You know, the ups and downs of life. He was just starting out.
Mm-hmm. Has anybody checked on his girlfriend? She okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, she was here. She was here. I just talked to her like 5 minutes ago too. She just messaged me. So
My heart breaks for her. She had to put up with the most. She had to put up with the most.
And
yeah,
anybody
she
wants to
did.
speak about their relationship as well? Again, you have no idea what those two young adults were going through. You have no idea of the weight that they had to carry while trying to embrace young love.
You know, when I reached out to Blake after they broke up, she gave me her reasons of why they broke up, and that's fair. And you know, the last thing she said, like right as our conversation ended, was, "Please take care of him."
Yeah,
So she loved him so much,
yeah, she did.
and she did so much for him.
Nobody will ever doubt that. Her love is strong. Very, very incredibly strong.
So they may have had their ups and downs, and it may have been too much for them. I mean, I can't imagine at that age, you know, falling in love with somebody who is literally dying, and then having to be a caregiver at that age when you've just lost your father, and and there's other things going on in your life. I just can't imagine that. And they did their fucking best, and they still love each other to this day. And it didn't work, and there was problems, and it wasn't perfect, and there was ugliness, and that's fine. But like, that doesn't take away from what, like, the good that was there, and how much she took care of him.
Yeah, like I said right from the start, when my daughter, and then this is not comparison, but when my daughter got sick, the first thing the doctor said is, you guys need family therapy, family counseling, because this stuff destroys families and destroys people. And the fact that they took this on as such a young couple and stuff, like the strength that they had and got that far as that what they did as a relationship, absolutely, it's amazing. It's actually a quite strong relationship.
Yes.
Inspirational to be so young and to know how to love properly. Well, ladies, I'm sending you all a big hug. I know you guys are feeling the same way I'm feeling.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah. Like, again, I mean, most of us just met him the same way here on this app, you know, but we all had that love for Dylan and what he was going through, and that connection, of course, made us all stand by him and support him and stuff. So we definitely all share a common connection. And yes, some of us were very lucky to actually meet Dylan in person, but that connection that we've all made with Dylan over this app is strong. It's strong.
100%.
Well, he'll never be forgotten, that's for sure.
No. Take care, and hate.
Take care.
No.
Except for a time where I'm feeling the distance between all of you guys, this is definitely it. Like, if the physical distance.
Yeah, 100%. It would be nice if we were all together now.
Yeah. Let's all just go sit on the beach, watch the sunset for Dylan.
Drink a margarita.
No kidding.
I remember him saying that he likes margaritas, but he can't have it.
Did he?
The sugar, yeah. It's too much sugar. But he likes soft drinks too, right? Like the sugary drinks.
I don't know that. Did he really say he liked margaritas?
I remember it one time. It was like a good year ago because we were talking about drinks and we were talking about alcohol. And I couldn't-
He did like Dr. Pepper. No, wait, Pepsi.
Pepsi, yeah, Pepsi.
You know, he never had a Slurpee before. I sent
You
him a
know?
Slurpee in the hospital when he could finally keep something down. And he had never had one before.
Then maybe
Which I
it
find
was
crazy.
virgin margarita, but I remember I remember we were joking around about margaritas. That I do remember.
He liked
Yeah, I don't know that he'd ever drank.
or the
Yeah, I
pho,
didn't think he did.
whatever you want to call it. That soup that you sent him, he was really loving that.
Oh yeah, I sent him pho broth, like bone broth, because I knew it would be nutrient dense for him. So I called a place. I called a pho place in town, and I was like, "Can I just order like 4 big things of broth to send to the hospital?" And he was like, "Just the broth?" I'm like, "Yeah, just the broth." But he was able to keep it down, and I know he really liked it, so that was awesome.
He did really like it. And he was so happy he was able to keep it down. And I think
No
it's like one of
kidding.
the first things, like random things, like because usually you two would have complete disagreements about food, and
Yeah.
the fact that he liked what you sent to him made me it brought a smile to my face. So it was like, oh, you know, broadening your
Yeah, because I would usually get annoyed because he'd be like, he wanted Big Macs.
yeah.
Like, fine,
Like,
here's
no.
your Big Mac.
Yeah, and some
Here's your Big
chicken
Mac.
broth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have your chicken broth, and then I'll send you a Big Mac.
When we were talking
Yeah.
about like he's gonna go into like hospice or palliative care and stuff like that, he was like, he's like, I'm gonna be so young, I'm gonna be stuck with like all the old men. I'm like, you'll get along great with them with your personality.
Yeah, that would be like peas in a pod, essentially.
Yeah. I'm like, you'll be doing just fine.
Those are your people.
That's too funny.
Yeah, so doses, like if you and I just kind of connect offline, we can kind of figure out how to do this thing on Sunday. And like if either you or I hear from the family, we'll just kind of try to respect with their wishes and stuff like that. And I'll look into like how, like what links and all that stuff, so we can do a direct link to like the Humane Society, or if there's like any dog rescues in his area, that would be
Yeah.
great. And
Yeah, he
then,
would like that, I'm sure.
yeah, I think so too.
Well, I'm sure, and I don't, I'm not putting this on Julie, but since Julie is actually in his area, maybe she can see what kind of stuff is around him.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Julie's gone. She must be on the phone.
Yeah. Usually you speak of the devil, they show up, not leave.
Yeah, that's true.
She did. She ran. She ran so far away.
She ran.
I'm still in shock. Like I was expecting to message him, and for like when he read it, or what I thought was him reading it, like I just expected his
Well,
response.
of course, your automatically assumption was him. He read it. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Then boom, 2 hours later, you're like, oh no.
It wasn't even 2 hours. It was like 20 minutes. Like I sent him the message, and then because I was sitting at the pharmacy, right, and I was looking at all the old medical stuff because they have this really cool like cabinet full of medical stuff. And for whatever reason, I started thinking about him. I'm like, oh man, if he's complaining about the PICC lines now, you should see the pictures of these like old medical equipment and stuff like that, right? And then so I messaged him, got home, and literally like it was on. It showed that he had read it, or what I thought he had read it. And within 20 minutes of that, I find out, I'm like, that he had passed. I immediately came in here and I was like, is this true? Like, is this true? Because it just, I could have sworn he just read my messages. Like,
Yeah.
And I just want him to respond to them. I
know, Red.
want him to respond. I want him just to say, it's okay. It's okay. I still love you.
Yeah.
I'm tired. You know, I'm like,
I'm sending you a big hug. I'm sorry. You're gonna make me start crying again.
So, are you making sandwiches, Joseph, or what?
I'm gonna
did
make
you start
female
on?
sandwiches. Yes.
Yeah. What kind do you
Yeah.
think?
Definitely egg salad. It's a definite favorite. We gotta get some cucumber in there. What else? I like the Cheese Whiz pinwheels with carrots. No, wait, sorry, with pickles in them. Those are always good.
what kind of funeral sandwich do you think Dylan would like?
Fuck rabbit. I don't know.
Rabbit?
I actually seen these little finger sandwiches, like made out of rabbit cookie cutters for Easter. That were
I was going to
cucumber and
say
cream
that.
cheese. I'm like, maybe I'll do those.
I was
You can
gonna
make
say
like little rabbit.
little McDonald's sliders.
Yeah, I bet he does like the little ugly salmon ones more.
Yeah, it would be disturbing, whatever you picked, for sure. Yeah, if he had strange food taste, you'd say something normal and he'd be like, no, that's gross, or I've never had that. And then he's like, I eat rabbit. What the
Yeah,
heck?
it was weird. It was weird. But he did have shawarma for the first time.
Did he
Yeah.
eat that?
He liked it, he said.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Maybe we should all have something exotic just because he probably never ate it, right? Like,
You could have chicken wings and that would be exotic to him. He'd never eaten them and didn't like them.
I can't believe that. It's one of my favorite foods.
I feel like he was the kind of guy that he would say that he didn't like stuff, but he had probably never tried it.
Yeah.
You know, like it was like probably, no, I'm not going to try that because I think I'm not going to like it. But then when he had no option, like the pho, right? He had no option, tried it, and was like, man, this is good. How do I tell this?
Well, he was very excited when he told me, so I was happy about that.
That was smart.
Flavor. It has flavor.
Mhm.
It's good. Yeah.
Or maybe he's just one of those guys that he likes all the stuff that most people don't like, and then likes all the simple things that everybody likes. He had an exquisite palate.
He was the most complicated, simple kid.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
stubborn, complicated, but yet very simple. Like you didn't have to do much to make him happy.
Yes.
It take a lot to make him smile. Video games, go fishing, watching a good movie. Just the laughter. He loved the lives where we would all just laugh, or we'd be talking about something serious like we were today. We're talking about something serious, and then David came in and it switched to something completely off topic. He would just be like, what the fuck have I got myself into? What is happening here?
That was pretty much his response to anything that came out of my mouth, because it was always something nasty and trashy.
Is Emmy still here? I called Emmy, and I know she's going to be kicking herself right now. Emmy would try to make time to play video games with him. And lately she's going through a lot on her own, with her own family and stuff. And she had just said to me a couple of days ago that she wanted to make some more time to play video games with Dylan because she enjoys it too. It's been like a release for her. They have fun together, And I know that she had a lot to do this weekend. Her dad's in town too. So she didn't get the time that she wanted to. And I know how she is, and I know that she's going to feel guilty about that. And I don't think she has anything to feel guilty for. I think
No,
you
she
wanna
doesn't.
treasure what you had. But I
No,
just, I
she
don't
did
know.
that. It was all those little things that like meant the most to him, like when someone like Emmy would play video games with him, or when Aminal used to, or Red talking to him on the phone, like all the little things that people did for him. Those are the things that matter. It's not the things that didn't happen. It's the things that happened. It's the times he sat in lives like laughing and talking to us, putting up those pictures of those gross food memes that he made. That's what matters. It doesn't, like, we can't like focus on the things that didn't happen.
He was so honestly humbled and moved that you sent him that Nintendo Switch. Like he just, like, honestly, he was just like blown away that somebody cared about him that much that they would do something like that, like, on here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it didn't take a lot for him to, I don't know, like, it didn't take a lot to make him happy. It just took this simple, honest friendship.
Yeah.
Who's the D person?
D, she's
D.
nice.
Oh, D. That's David's friend, I think. A
Sorry,
friend.
D. I don't know you, so I'm on guard right now.
David knows her IRL.
Oh, okay.
Like one time he was live and she was in his house.
Oh,
That's not
Yeah, she must be
creepy at
crazy
all.
though.
I got like one of these, like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a neck massager sitting here.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're safe? No, you're probably not in a safe place. Actually, you're probably unsafe here.
I think it's going to be safe right now.
Yeah.
My stomach hurts so badly.
So if everybody can think about, like, just over the next couple of days, one of, like, maybe your favorite live, favorite story about Dylan, things like that. If you have any, if I don't know if you're the type to have saved lives or saved things that he may have posted or